Alright, so I'm ready to do the die cutting. This is the particular die set that I am using for this one. You could use any poinsettia die cut that you have. This particular set comes with two different ones. I'm using the solid poinsettia. When it came to this one here, this is what it does here. So I did put it on this one here, my cream poinsettia, because when I didn't like this particular look, I wanted to do a poinsettia in just cream, but I thought it looked a little bit plain. So I added the version of the poinsettia that has the cutouts in it on top, just to give it a little bit of extra pizzazz. But for the distressed backgrounds, I am going to just use the plain one. So I've already cut my piece of cardstock in half, mainly because I can't fit the cardstock into the die cut machine this way here. So I am using a Big Shot machine. You can use whatever die cutting machine you like for your die cutting. If you have a Cuttlebug or a Spellbinders machine or whatever, you can use whichever one you like. You could even use a Cricut machine and die cut poinsettia shapes. That would absolutely work for what we are doing. Alright, should have grabbed my die pick before. There it is right there. Alright, so I am going to die cut both of these entire sheets of paper. I'm trying to put them as close to each other as possible to get as many as possible. And like I said before, you're going to end up with more poinsettia shapes than you actually need, but that's totally fine. I'd rather have more than less, and that way if you decide you want to put more poinsettias in your project than I have in mind, you absolutely can do that. There we go. That's what our shapes look like. We're going to be layering them on top of each other just to give it a little bit more fullness. So I'm going to die cut my two sheets of paper here, because you don't need to sit here and watch me do that. And I will be back when I am completely done.